What another fantastic episode of the World's Finest Assassin. I'm telling you guys, each and every week I look forward to World's Finest Assassin so much. And after the cliffhanger we had last week with Daddy, essentially, with Daddy Tuatha giving Lugh the assassination assignment to go and kill the daughter of 𝐒𝐻𝐿, which we now know is Dia, that was definitely a huge cliffhanger to have been left off on. But thankfully, we picked up right there where we left off on last week, and we learned a ton, and I mean a metric ton of information, which I was definitely very pleased to see. And the first thing that I want to chat about, like right off the bat, is I was very... So when Dia was originally introduced, right, I was like, yo, is Dia Lugh's parents' love child? Is it mother's love child, mother's sister? What's the connection there? Because she just looks too much like his mom. But as time went on, and the father and the mother didn't mention anything, and as Lugh continued to go and visit Dia, and Dia never mentioned anything. In my head, I was like, okay, maybe it's just coincidence, and maybe it's just something to where, she just looks that way, and there's just a certain subset of people within this world that just kind of have similar looks. Well, thankfully, we came and we found out this episode, two things. So one, let's three things. So the first thing is that Lugh was obviously going to take the mission. The moment that he found out that Dia was involved, he was like, I'm jumping in, I'm making the decision. He gave us three reasons. She helped him learn magic, he's in love with her, and he promised that he would always be there when she's in trouble. So those are the three things. Basically, I love you, I love you, I love you. Which we already knew. We love Dia as well. Dia's best girl for sure, without doubt. Right behind Maha and Tarte, of course. But Dia's definitely best girl. So as we found that out, as he told Daddy ended up letting him know that he made a similar choice before, to do an assassination and to take up arms for something that didn't have anything to do with the Elven Kingdom. And the time that he did that was to protect and take up arms for his mom. And Lugh was like, oh, what? I never thought you would do anything like that. And we're like, yo, come on, yo, he's mama's baby girl too. And as mom's looking up, we find out that she was also a daughter of the 𝐒𝐻𝐿 family as well. So therefore, I'm assuming, it's told to us that, Dia is actually Lugh's cousin, which, of course, anime, but at the end of the day, they're in love. What can you do, right? So we find out that Dia is actually Lugh's cousin, which means that the Duke of 𝐒𝐻𝐿, or the Dia's father, is Lugh's mom's sister or brother. I'm sorry. So Lugh's mom's brother is the Duke of 𝐒𝐻𝐿 or whatever, and we learned that mystery. So that mystery finally got put to bed. And the whole time we watched it, I think we all kind of figured out, like, there has to be some kind of connection here. She looks just too much like Mama here. And it's funny that, even his dad is like, oh, you're following in almost his exact same footsteps here to go save the one that you love from the 𝐒𝐻𝐿 family, which Lugh's gonna owe a lot to that family as well, just being from the fact that his new wife, his new baby girl Dia, is gonna end up being from that family too, which means he's gonna have to protect that family for the rest of his life through the shadows, much like his dad did as well. But I thought that whole thing was just awesome. I love the interaction between his dad, and that's why his dad gave him this mission, because he's like, you have the choice to follow my footsteps or not. Even if you don't, I'm going to go, but I probably won't make it in time. So obviously he was able to do that. Then it kind of moved on. We got the emotional scene between Tarte, our poor baby girl, Tarte. Tarte is having a rough time, just understanding that, Lugh is in love with Dia, and she's going to have to always be number 2 or number 3. Maha knows she's going to be number 2 or number 3, so she's perfectly fine with that situation. Our boy Lugh is going to have his harem, but he's going to have his main girl, which is Dia, and then he's going to have Maha and Tarte next to him by his side. Dia's going to have to be okay with that, which I think she knows Tarte already. She'll know Maha. She already is okay with those facts, knowing that she'll be number 1. But it's just one of those things that, they're all just going to have to be okay with. But she broke down, and, she helped him kind of get halfway to the kingdom. Lugh, obviously, he obviously finally makes it to Dia. They reunite, and he's gonna have to figure out a way to fake Dia's death so then that way he can rescue her and take her out of this situation that the 𝐒𝐻𝐾one family is currently in. And it's crazy enough that this request to, quote unquote, kill his daughter came from the dad as well. But overall, I mean, I'll leave you guys with those thoughts. This episode was freaking so dang fantastic. I loved it, every single moment of it. Our baby girl Dia, you know what I mean? Like, Lou's gonna have to save her. As we go into next week's episode, we're gonna find out more about the hero's relic and more about the final assassination that Lugh does. But I mean, again, this episode was amazing. I love seeing him go into action, and he's doing it for love, and he's finally no longer a tool. Let me know what you guys thought about this week's episode down in the comments below. Let me know if you guys are loving World's Finest Assassin as much as me. Definitely one of the best episodes of the season so far, just because it kind of put together, it finally kind of buttoned up what's going on and kind of everything that's happened so far. But let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. I appreciate you guys being here every single week, and I'll see you guys next week for the finalization of the assassination. Peace out, my friends.